Okay. Now I have the honor of presenting the President's Award. Recipients of the President's Award include individuals, agencies, and programs that have advanced the system through effective and innovative community corrections or crime prevention programs, advancements in community corrections technology, or publishing a national article which provides insight into effective community corrections practices. This year's recipient is the Florida Department of Correction. And accepting on behalf of the Florida Department of Correction, we have Mr. Joe Winkler, who is the Assistant Secretary of Community Corrections for the Florida Department of Correction. And I believe he has some of his team members here. He asked me if it was okay to bring them on stage, and I said, of course. And he said, I brought 40 people to the conference. And I said, well, the more the merrier, but I think he was joking with me. So Joe, if you and your team would come up.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Secretary Ricky Dixon, I would like to thank Susan Rice and the entire American Probation and Parole team. It is quite the honor to receive this prestigious award. As Susan was reading the nomination criteria, I started thinking about something that I think about quite often and has consumed a lot of my thoughts, and that is just how wonderful the staff of the Florida Department of Corrections is. Oftentimes when I talk to them, I tell them that they're the most important members of the criminal justice system. Think about that. What other members of the criminal justice system have the ability to monitor and enforce conditions of supervision on one end, on the other end provide tools and resources to help them successfully complete supervision? Our community corrections professionals in the state of Florida do that, and they also do something else. They understand that the community corrections profession is not about the income, it's about the impact they have on people. We're so grateful to have them on our team, and we're so grateful to win this award. And I'll conclude by the same way I started, and that is recognizing the American Probation and Parole Association. I want to be more specific, though, and I want to recognize Miss Veronica Cunningham. I believe she's in the back of the room, and my first conversation or meaningful conversation I had with her was about 5 years ago. And she said, Joe, you know what? The Florida Department of Corrections needs to be more actively involved in the American Probation and Parole Association. She gave me some reasons, and I started thinking about it, and I said, you know what? She's exactly right. We're the second biggest community corrections agency in the country. We have to have a seat at the table. And during the course of the last 5 years, Veronica has embodied that. She's made sure that the Florida Department of Corrections is involved. Oftentimes we have a seat on the stage at the conferences or the institutes. And oftentimes she calls me or emails me and asks me, what would Florida do in this situation when it comes to a new initiative or something within community corrections? And we're so ever grateful for that. I want to thank Veronica Cunningham and let you all know you have a wonderful executive director at the American Probation and Parole Association. Once again, thank you. We are pleased to have this award.